Hi, my name's Barrie Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Mercedes CLA, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a CLA 2.1 220D AMG line shooting brake, 7G 4MATIC, 2017 on a 67 plate, has done 67,281 miles at the moment, 2 registered owners, MOT till the 4th of the 9th 2022, so we get it done again. Fuel economy, urban 47.3 miles per gallon, extra urban 67.3 miles per gallon, and combined is 58.3 miles per gallon. Has a 0 to 60 time of 7.8 seconds, a top speed of 140 miles an hour out of a 4-cylinder 175 brake horsepower 16 valve engine. Now, it's not the first time I've videoed this car, but if I'm honest, the last time I was a bit grumpy. So I can only apologise. Having said that, it's just started to rain, so I can't promise this video is going to be any better. Anyway, I'll try. So I think it's a bit of a looker really. Diamond cut and black multi-spoke alloys, the privacy glass at the back, it looks pretty mean, and you've got these pillarless windows. I'll just show you. There you go. Put those two down. So you've got the pillarless windows, nothing on the top. This one reminds me of the door on a Lamborghini Miura. It's a bit of a stretch, but this bit, bear with me. So good looking car, de-chromed as well, so black window trims. Let's see, does it have comfort close? There you go, so comfort close windows from the remote. It has the Mercedes Benz LED high performance headlights, the bejeweled grille and chrome Mercedes Benz front parking sensors, the low chin spoiler here. Engine's really nice and clean on this one as well. I'll just cut some footage of the engine in. Looks lovely. Having to be careful not to tread in all these huge puddles here. Continental tyres all round. These plastic sill protectors. The AMG kind of body kit. It does look really good. Rear tailgate spoiler. Power open, power close boot. It's got reversing camera just under the handle. Nice deep boot, plenty of room for luggage. You've got this roller blind rear load cover too. Reversing sensors in the back there and the twin chrome exhaust tips. And so the reversing camera is just under there. This is 4MATIC too, and on the way up here you can really tell it holds the road so well, especially on these corners. There's unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, it's a bit damp today, and there's a couple of bends here, especially coming onto the motorway and coming off the motorway. And then there's quite a few little sharp bends up here, and one in particular where you come round and you go up the hill, and somehow over the years the road has worn, and it's like in some cars you come round and you kind of skip if it's a front wheel drive and you're coming round with lock on, the wheels kind of skip, and this come round and I was up the hill in no time, absolutely no problem. You do tend to forget about it, but when you need it, it's there. It's a real good system. Reasonable amount of headroom. Seem to be sat further up in the back than we do at the front, so you can see over the drivers. Quite a good idea. Rear privacy glass keeps the sun off you. Lovely finish. This is Artico leather, which is man-made leather, supposedly harder wearing and easier to clean, and an Alcantara center panel, or I think Mercedes Benz call it Dinamica. But it's really nice, really holds you in place. You don't slide about like you do on leather seats, especially. I mean, this four-wheel drive system can take you around corners like you're on rails, so you really need to be held in place. It's got the rear overmats, look like they've been in it from new as well, and it's mint in the back here. It's lovely. Again, these aluminium kind of insets in the seat. Oh God, it's got mood lighting. Oh, that's actually changing colour. I might just have to video that. Hang on, let's just get my phone out. Oh dear. So switch video on, and then you see. Now, this is where I go grumpy again. When has mood lighting ever saved anybody's life in a car? It just shouldn't be in the car. But there you go. Sound system's awesome as well, so that's another plus point. It's got the Apple CarPlay system, which again should be standard in all cars. Should do away with the ordinary radio and so on, and just make an interface so that it just constantly updates when you get a new phone. The CarPlay system's brilliant. I was watching an Apple presentation the other day, and the new Apple CarPlay for next year will basically take over all your instruments, from what I can see. Your speed, direction, your rev counter, and all sorts. It will really integrate with your car, and that's how it should go. You can imagine all these cars on the road now. Every car that comes out with this unit, which is basically a waste of time because you've got it all on your phone. So give us that, make cars cheaper, or put something that will save somebody's life instead of a radio. Apple CarPlay, really good. You don't need to take your hands off the steering wheel. You can use Siri to get your directions, change your music station, send a message, read a message, anything you want. You don't have to take your hands off the steering wheel. So that's a real great feature on this car. I'll just take you for a ride in it. That's the Mercedes key. You can have it as keyless go. You see there, if you have that in the there you go, just press that and it starts. But I mean, I prefer the key, to be honest. I'll just tell you the service history on it. 58 2017 at 12,747 miles. Mercedes Benz Leeds. 23rd of the 2nd 2018 at 23,399 miles. Mercedes Benz Leeds. 3rd of the 5th 2019 at 25,693 miles. Mercedes Benz Glasgow. 20th of the 8th 2020 46,137 miles. Mercedes Benz Huddersfield. 13th of the 7th 2021 at 65,422 miles. Mercedes Benz Portsmouth. So the chap's got about a bit. It was only serviced 2,000 miles ago, and it does drive great. Now, has it got these? Is it set up to tighten my seat belt? That hasn't done. No, can't get my jacket right. Right, okay. We've also got, as I mentioned before, Apple CarPlay. That's the normal system there. Use it from this control here. So that's Navi. It's just activating the program. You've got to agree you're not going to be distracted. and the destination entry or view map. We'll just click it on view map. So there you go, that's the map. We're just on automatic lights as well. Having said that, so you've got that. You can click back, go to the start of the menu, and then go radio, media, telephone, vehicle, and all those sorts of setups. But if you plug in your phone to the system, it's there you go. Allow CarPlay, allow. So that's Apple CarPlay. It's brilliant, Apple CarPlay. There you go. You can just go onto the maps and just tell Siri to navigate to wherever you want. So that's, in my opinion, that's the best system. That's the reversing camera there. I was saying I was grumpy the last time I videoed this car. I'm probably going to be the same now because it was supposed to be lovely today, and I've got my best shoes on. I think they're ruined. Anyway, that's life. Time over 9:05. You've got cruise control down here. It's just that's the limiter. You press the end in, it's the limiter. So just without once you knock it off and the orange light goes off, that's your cruise control. I can increase the speed like so. So that's cruise control. We've got paddle shift, drives over here, or your gear selector is over here. You just need to be careful with this young lady. We're just over the brow of a hill. You can see skid marks there where somebody else has done virtually the same thing. Can't see what's coming. So as I say, four-wheel drive. It's 2 diffs and a transfer box. Not like your traditional four-wheel drive that you've got on Land Rovers and so on. More set up for the road, I suppose, and grip on the road. And it's very good. It's very sure-footed. Got Continental Tyres on, which I like. Let's see what else have we got. So we've got here, and if I go to the settings there and then click adapt, there you go. I can use that to set up how I want. The first thing I'd set up is eco stop start function off. Definitely don't want that. Then I can go to steering. I can set it to comfort or sport. I mean, this setting, this adaptive setting or individual setting, you can set it to what you want. You can have, you know, the steering in comfort and the engine management, the mapping in sport. To be fair, as I say, you can change that, and you can also change the climate control from comfort to eco, which I suppose knocks it down a bit, but we'll just get around here. Certain death corner. A few tractors out today, I noticed, so I've never seen those cattle in there before, real long horns. So here we go, another couple of seconds and we'd have just come head to head with this chap. So as I say, this four-wheel drive, you know, you can really throw it about if that's your style of driving. but it's not mine. So we'll just go back to comfort. There we go. So we've got everything set on comfort there. I did notice that when you've got the engine management in, or the engine in sport, and you're just in traffic or anything, you set off and it like jerks you. It's not very pleasant to drive in, I don't think. I don't know why you would take this car out of comfort. And whenever there's a sports steering setting on a vehicle, I don't understand it. So good looking car. I like the vents too. Very kind of retro style dash, which I like. And the vents you can turn on. That's how you turn them on. None of that little plastic slidey thing. You get the whole vent and turn it. Of course that won't be good for these people that put the phone in a vent clip, because it'll end up all over the place, but that's another positive. The stop start, if you want to knock it off manually, is there. Let's just see. So if we go to star here, click star, that gives you all your menus there on your display on your screen. Telephone, vehicle, click on vehicle. There we go, we're back to that business. So I'll go back, click back. Dynamic select consumption, owner's manual time, vehicle settings, locator illumination. So when you open your key, your lights come on. Interior light delayed shut off, exterior light delayed shut off, ambient lighting colour. That's what we all buy cars for. So we'll click on that. Ambient. You see, look at all those colours you can have in your car. Look at that. That's just, you know, I mean, I'd buy this car just for the ambient lighting, because it's so useful. Oh look, there's white. There's pink, fuchsia. I'm guessing these colours. I don't know. That's what they're called. Blue. I like blue, to be honest, but I like green too. So I don't know. Perhaps it is. We'll put it on green. So that's the ambient lighting. I know you're all dying to know how it worked. Vehicle settings. That's a dynamic select again configuration. Consumption, you see there, it's so good on fuel. I mean, there it's showing up to 80 miles per gallon. That's probably coming up the motorway before. It's very economical, and you know, coming out of a Range Rover into this nearly does twice as many miles to the gallon. You know, the suspension, for four-wheel drive, the suspension's not too uncomfortable. You don't get any torque steer, really, going around corners. It's very, very well balanced. And they call it all-wheel drive, not four-wheel drive, so there's a little bit of a difference. It's nice. The Alcantara seats have got this red stitching, the contrast red stitching. So this lovely brushed aluminium dashboard and all aluminium trims on the vents, around the gear tunnel, door handles and so on. Nice car, looks good. Of course, estate cars, or shooting brake as this is called, don't usually look very sporty. This one looks mean from the outside. The sound system's really good. All feels well put together, as you'd expect from Mercedes Benz. Just asking for trouble leaving that car there. The speed people come around these bends. Oh, you've also got the thigh supports here, which if you pull the front bit out, pull it up, the support will slide out. So that pulls out like so. We've got in here, there's 2 USBs, so one for the Apple CarPlay. The armrest actually slides forward, and it had me foxed this morning really, because I couldn't lift it up. I'm looking for the handle there, but you've got to slide it back, and then there's a little catch there, then you can lift it up. And then when it's right the way back as well, you've also got 2 cup holders, although a particularly big cup doesn't really fit in there, but if you open that one, it fits in there quite nicely. You've got your little oddments tray there, or ashtray as it used to be called, and 12-volt power socket, and where a cigarette lighter used to go, or a cigar lighter. It does feel very, very short-footed on the road, and to be fair, on roads like this and with conditions and the way the animals tend to chuck themselves in front of you, it's a nice feeling to have. When you're going into a bend, you can get on the accelerator quicker if you want, you know, and the all-wheel drive will take you out. We've got power open, power close tailgate, electric door mirrors, which is not a novelty anymore. Virtually every car has them, except perhaps a Dacia Sandero or whatever they were called. So there, they both work. I can say the car drive's lovely. I've done, let's see, it might not tell me from start. So let's see, we've also got charge there, look. It's telling me the consumption and charge. So I put my foot down there, miles per gallon goes down, let my foot off the accelerator, And there we go, it goes up to 80 miles and also charging, so it's storing electricity. I wasn't aware this particular model did that, but the trouble is when you sell all sorts of different cars, it's easy when you work in a main dealership and you're selling the same cars all the time to become an expert on each one. Now we can't get a yard from there, or him, so just stop to be on the safe side. When I say a yard, I meant a metre. Of course, it's a little bit further. Just great. There you go. We can change down like so. We can see what's coming here. So no animals, no cars. Give it a bit of gas. And just up here when it gets a bit icy, again, you know, I mean, I'm going to let this, oh, he's letting me go by. Thank you. Just up here when it gets a bit icy, when you just tap your brakes, you want to know that you've got good grip. Anyway, here we go. All things considered, I have been in a better mood today, and it's a lovely car. It looks great, very, very comfortable to drive, nice to drive too. All the equipment you need and mood lighting. Great car. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.